Hello guys, this is KTB Reviews here, back doing a new video today for you guys. And today, as we are now on episode 6, of course. And in this episode, as you see, I changed the thumbnail up a little bit. Episode 6 is, of course, Dragon Ball Super. We're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super. As before we get started, the story of Dragon Ball Super, I actually have been having problems getting this video out, so I hope this is the final version of this video I'm doing, and I've been having problems to upload this video, so I don't know what's wrong with the editor or the downloading. I just don't know, so I hope it's fixed this time. So as in this video, I'm just gonna, I guess this video will be in 2 parts. So, it'll be part 1 is I'm gonna talk about all the arcs, and part 2 I'm just gonna talk about what's wrong with Super and everything, like that. That's what I'm gonna be talking about in that part. So this part is you watching right now. As you watch this one, this is in talking about the arcs. Okay, so let's get into the story of Dragon Ball Super. As Dragon Ball Super is take place during 10 years after the defeat of Kid Buu, and so by throwing this like in the middle of End of Z, basically, and it introduced a bunch of different characters we never saw, that they never mentioned or never known or exist, and it explored a lot of different other universes called the multi-universe, and basically kind of reminds me of Xenoverse as I thought of it. And that's basically it just introduced new characters, and that's all it did. The backstory of the show. As the backstory of the show, as some people were not really happy about Dragon Ball as Dragon Ball Z Kai during that time. I think Dragon Ball Z Kai like stopped. I believe like in 2011 or 12, 20 those years, I think, and it stopped because, and I guess because of how people are not satisfied with the show, because it's just a rip off of Z, and that's basically what it was. It was just a rip off of Z, and then now as it gets to that, it just been put away. I think it came back in 2016 or 15, so I can't remember. I think it was 2016. I think it was 2016. So with the Majin Buu saga, so it was just not great, and as I say, Kai is not good anyway. It was just basically used to get Toriyama money, and that's basically what it was. Okay, so after that, of course, as during the time, like games were coming out with Dragon Ball and stuff like that, as it was just basically used for sales, and so as during that time, as the movies that they released, as Battle of Gods was leaked in 2013, but it became fully movie and English dub in 2014, followed by Resurrection F came out in 2015, leaked I think in the beginning of 2015, before August, so that's when it came out, English dub. And so in September, Dragon Ball Z, as Dragon Ball Z I think it was Xenoverse, I believe, or Dragon Ball Heroes. It's between the two, I can't tell. So as you know, Dragon Ball Heroes show a lot of stuff as well, like stuff that we never saw before, and you never know it'll be something different. And so, as one day, a Japanese kid, of course, in Japan, leaked some Dragon Ball content. And you know, sometimes they leak, like they show Dragon Ball Heroes sometimes, but this time it was stuff that was, you know, mystery, you know. And it was a show called Dragon Ball Super, and this was leaked on the internet, on YouTube. And all the Dragon Ball YouTubers went crazy over it, and I was like, man, like, you know, I know it's Dragon Ball content, but and then it became, and then after that they just start showing it on YouTube and stuff, and it just went crazy. Okay, so that's how Dragon Ball Super became a thing. Of course, it was leaked. Um, so as we get this, there's only 5 arcs, of course. The first 2 are the movies, of course, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F. The third one is a Universe 6 tournament. Fourth one is Future Trunks. The fifth one is a 9 weeks of peace arc, and the, well, it's basically 6 arcs actually. Yeah, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Universe 6, Future Trunks, 9 weeks of peace. Yeah, 6 of them. I forgot it's 6. So there's nothing to say about the first 2 because I already reviewed these in the movie section. But let's go over the points that were changed in the arc version of them. Starting on Battle of Gods, of course, as you see, as it started out, Goku's on the farm. Basically takes back to the scene of him in the unreleased special called Yo Son Goku Returns. There's another episode of Vegeta and Bulma and Trunks on vacation because he promised he would take them on vacation. The third thing, they already showed Beerus in the show. Like, he's not introduced, you just see him. As you saw in the movie, they introduced him. So that's one thing. The next thing, they changed the setting of Bulma's birthday party is on a boat. And the fifth one, I think, is they removed the bingo dance from the show. So that's all they did, the changes of the show, and I don't like the arc anyway, because why would they want to make this as a show, like an arc? It should not become a thing. So there's nothing to say about God because I already reviewed the movie in the movie section of the other review. So let's go on to Resurrection F, as Battle of Gods is a 4 to me. Resurrection F. Okay, the first thing, they revealed Champa and Vados, of course, the other people, the other angel and God from another universe. They as one as that. The second thing, it shows Goku and Vegeta go train with athletes to train them, because in the movie we didn't see them athletes or leads to go train. They already on their planet training. See, like, I guess that's what the Super Show's trying to do, but it's still not enough, really. Okay, the third thing, Captain Ginyu returns. The fourth thing, Jocko Patrolman. Jocko was actually introduced in this arc. Besides, in the movie, we just see him. But in the arc, he's already introduced. Uh, the next thing is Goten and Trunks were in this arc, actually. Because you didn't really see them in the movie. And the last thing I hate, as I say, they killed Piccolo. Now that was stupid, and I hate that so darn much. But as after that, the rest of the arc, it plays like the movie, basically. So Return to F is a 4, just like Battle of Gods. I don't care for it. So let's go to Universe 6. As Universe 6, it's a tournament basically. Challenged by Champa, another god of destruction, wanted to do a tournament just to get food from Earth. And after that, they had them do a battle, and the Z Fighters had to fight 5 people that we don't even know nothing about. Okay, so as the fighters that they're fighting, you have Hit that's an assassin, you have Kaba that is a Saiyan, and you have Frost that's like Frieza's race. You have a bear character named Botama, and I still don't know the robot's name. I don't really care for these characters really, because 2 of them only got development, that is Kaba and Frost. So as that, I can't really explain the other characters really, because they don't have story with them. They don't give a backstory of them and nothing like that. They try with Frost and Kaba, but as it didn't go great with them. So you have them in a tournament. As the tournament starts and they fight, they remove Majin Buu from it, of course, and basically start off as they go through the fights and stuff. We got Piccolo fighting Frost. And losing. I'm like, why Piccolo's losing against him? And the rest of the arc is just nothing but Goku and Vegeta, basically. As I see this show, as I see at this point, it's Goku and Vegeta show. That's all this show is. So, as you see, Vegeta just defeating all the other fighters. When he gets the hit, he loses. That leads Goku to come in to fight the last fight and do stuff in the fight. Do stuff in this fight that is stuff that actually already happened in another show. And the fight stopped because the god of the universe, I guess, comes and he wanted, then he will actually set up another tournament to fight against all the universes, and as he gives that promise to Goku, and that basically ends the arc, including a episode, I guess, of Vegeta fighting himself, and they brought back the Ocean Dub voice actor to do the copy version of Vegeta and I don't really care, really. So, Universe 6 tournament, it was kind of much better than the 2 arcs, of course, because why would you turn those movies into arcs? But Universe 6 is a 5. It's not a good arc, though. As you get to this arc is basically ripping off of the arc that happened in Dragon Ball Z, the Otherworld Saga, because as Goku is fighting Hit, he turns Super Saiyan Blue mixed with Kaioken. In Dragon Ball Z, while fighting Pikkon, Goku turned Super Saiyan and did Kaioken with his Super Saiyan power. And so this is basically, they took this out of Z and put it in Super. And that's what they did as the fight with Hit was. It was just none but bluff. Bluff of doing something that already happened and try to do it again. And that's basically what they did. So this arc is a 5. Okay, the Future Trunks arc is basically nothing but an universe game, of course, and basically fan service because they want to bring back Trunks just like they did with Frieza. And then as you get through that, you have Trunks basically needs help because he has to fight an evil version of Goku. And as you get to that, about this Black Goku character, basically it's a Kai from another universe that switch bodies with Goku and use the Super Dragon Balls and have the abilities of Goku and abilities of himself, and it basically makes him powerful. So in this, as you get to that, as it started, like Trunks managed to escape from him and get to the past, and he needs help from the others, of course. And Goku, as he recognizes Goku's alive, and as you know, it ties back to the Android saga, as Goku's alive actually. And as he was alive, as he thought he was dead, because last time Trunks came back was the BoJack Unbound, because Goku was dead. So it's kind of what shocked Trunks. As you know, Goku managed to travel time and get to the past and fight Goku, of course. And then it was just kind of dumb, and he blew up the time machine Trunks had. As you had Trunks seize Mai, and basically as I start off this arc, they have a love story thing going through Trunks and Mai, basically, because that's what dumb fanboys wanted. Good Trunks and Mai. That's basically what this was. It's still dumb. Of course, it's not great anyway. As you know, we have Trunks sitting around, looking around at all the old friends, of course. We go see Gohan, and see Gohan having a happy life like he wants. But fanboys want, like, Gohan should be a fighter, and you see that's what Gohan wanted at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. He wanted to become a scholar, so he got his wish. So fanboys, you should know that. That's what Gohan wanted. So as you get to that, you have Goku. They need to find ways how to get to the future, of course, and Bulma had the time machine. The other time machine that Cell had in the Android saga they escaped out of, and she fixed it up, and then they had all of them to go to the future. Of course, as they did something like Zamasu gets killed by Beerus, and kind of fractured the timeline, but Zamasu does exist in the timeline with Goku Black. And so as you get to that, you have them fighting Goku Black and they losing. They doing all these different things, like, okay, do the Mothra, mess that up. Do the fusion, mess that up. Do the do this, do that, do this. And then Trunks just doing random moves and crap, like he'll be doing Seiko, Gallic Gun, doing Spirit Bomb with his sword, like crazy crap. I'm like, what the hell? And then as the ending of it, as before it, Goku goes and sees Zeno, and Zeno gave him a button. And then basically he used the button and summoned Zeno from in the future of himself and destroyed the whole universe, and none of them did not survive. The last couple of people left on Earth did not survive. And what shocked me, Yajirobe was still alive in it, and I was like, what the you know. And that basically ends that arc. That they basically goes back to a different timeline as they fix the time fragment of the time of it got erased to the time of before Goku Black shows up, and that's basically what they did. And Future Trunks art was pretty stupid. And so, they tease Gohan actually looks like Gohan will actually be fighting again. I guess that was a teaser. But other than that, it's still not a good way to know of his look. But other than that, Future Trunks design, he should be with purple hair. Why the hell he has blue hair? It still sucks. Future Trunks art is a 4. It's not good. It was fan service because, as you see, because during that time when it was released and announced, Xenoverse 2 came out. Yeah, I think it was Xenoverse 2. And so it was fan service. Future Trunks fan service. Evil Goku fan service. That's what this arc was. Alright, so as we get to the next arc, we're at the 9 Weeks of Peace. 9 Weeks of Peace arc is actually the best arc in Dragon Ball Super because it was just a bunch of episodes with good storying and good storyboarding, like good character episodes. Like, hey, this episode can be just Gohan or Vegeta or Piccolo. It'd be pretty cool. And I wish they kind of did more of these. But other than that, as it starts off, it picked as the first episode, of course, they just have the guys just playing with the Dragon Balls and want to wait. Oh, I want to wish this, I want to wish that, all of that. That's all that was going on with this episode. As the next episode, I think it's I think it was the Arale episode. Arale actually is, I think she appeared in Dragon Ball, I believe. I think she did. Dr. Slump. Dragon Ball did a crossover, I think. So, Arale episode, of course, as to gag characters, Arale is actually stronger. So she is very powerful against shonen characters, of course. Like, truth, no joke. And it was just a fun episode of her. It was still kind of nice, I say. Pretty nice, Arale. So on the next episode, I think it's the baseball episode. Of course, you had that with Yamcha, and him being so cool and stuff. Pretty good life-size episode of him. All right, then we continue on. You have Goku versus Hit again. Basically a rematch, I guess. That's all it was. A rematch fight. Then you have the next episodes after that. I think what, three episodes. I think it's three. I think it's 2 or 3. 2 episodes of Gohan, I believe. Yeah, two episodes of Gohan. And of course, as in this episode, they are doing a Great Saiyaman movie. Basically, I guess tying back to the filler episodes in Dragon Ball Z. Because they were doing a Great Saiyaman movie. And I guess that basically ties back to that. In the last couple episodes, were Krillin, trying to train again, and basically training with Goku, and he's going to train and try to conquer his fear of all the old villains from Dragon Ball and Z. And so that's pretty good for Krillin, of course, and starts back his training with 18. Of course, 18 is training him and stuff. And then that was really it of this 9 weeks of Peace arc. Good arc, I have to say. people actually enjoy these episodes because I think these were my only favorite good episodes of Super. As the other arcs, like the last three arcs, they were not good. They were they 4 arcs, yeah, 4 arcs. I meant to say four. They were not good because they were not. There was no good moments in those arcs at all because they were just nothing. So the 9 weeks a piece, I give it a 7. Good arc, bunch of great good episodes. Life lifetime episodes, of course, and that's basically really good for that. And get to the last arc. The 6th arc is the universe survival arc. As for now, we don't know if Super is ending. People saying it is, and if it is ending, I think the last episode will end this Saturday, of course. As today it is, well, its last episode will be out in 2 days because today is Thursday, of course. So we don't know. Alright, Universe Survival Arc basically is a multi-universal tournament, as Zeno told that to Goku in the end of the Universe 6 arc. So I don't know all these arcs are connected because some of them are not and some of them are. As you see in these arcs, some of these episodes did not really connect to the other arcs. So they only mentioned what Trunks did or anything because it was just random. Because like in this arc, Bulma's pregnant, but in the other arc, past arcs that you saw her in, like the future Trunks thing or the 9 weeks apiece, she wasn't. Well, was she in those episodes? Oh yes, she was. She wasn't pregnant at all. So technically, I don't know why it just random. Like, oh, now she's pregnant now. See, did they do a time jump? See, we don't know. So as that, okay, Goku doing stuff, you know, and it's like, oh, I want to go to see Zeno, but he's gonna do that tournament. Then makes Beerus mad, of course, and then Zeno decides to do it. And as the tournament, as they do a exhibition match, of course, it's Gohan, not Trunks, Gohan and Majin Buu to go with Goku, and they do an exhibition match. And then after that they gave them the rules about it. Need 10 fighters, of course, and the universe team that loses gets erased. And basically that's what happened if they lose the fight. And so as you see of the tournament, as it's getting ready to start, you just have every episode have Goku trying to get fighters to join his team. As the team of fighters that we see on the tournament poster, we have Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, 17, 18, and Majin Buu. Okay. Well, as you know, Majin Buu got replaced as well, and he got replaced with Frieza. Fan service. So as you get through that, as I saw that, like, that's what this crap is. This is fan service. So so as you see that, that's how it is, you know. So as Goku got all the fighters, and the tournament was basically getting started. Of course, there was a universe trying to attack the Universe 7 fighters and stuff. But other than that, it was just, waste of time as the tournament gets ready to start. Then you have then we get into the tournament. As the tournament starts, have everybody fighting. As each episode, basically just a fight for every character. Like they have this fight with of course, like you have the Universe 6 team fighting, and you have that, and you have Goku fighting this person, you have Piccolo fighting this person, or 17 fighting these people, or stuff like that. And as like the turn out, how all the guys get knocked out. How many people got knocked out? Like I think almost like 80 people. So, as you know, as in the middle of the tournament, Goku achieved this new form called Ultra Instinct. So, as he achieved this new form, it was something I kind of thought of the concept of, like Goku achieved this power by having him meditate or so, because only character I always see meditating is Piccolo. So basically I kind of wish Goku kind of do meditate more, because we don't see Goku do that. So as I will tell you all this, in Toys Ball GT, Goku there will be a new transformation in that series. Of course, it's not Super Saiyan 4. Of course, that's the form you see on the profile of on that channel. But the new form, it'll basically be it'll have blue aura, and he have a lot of lightning around him, and his hair is black instead of as you see it later in his mastered form. It's gray hair and all that, and like it's not that special though in that look. So yeah, that's basically the truth about that. Like when I get to that GT, and this with Ultra Instinct is kind of taking that concept of it, of that idea. I kind of thought, and the name of the form that I actually am creating will be called Super Saiyan Ultimate. So that's basically it for that. So as you see, as they in this tournament, they don't fight all the universes. So when we talk about it in part 2, I'll explain a lot about it when we talk about the Universe 5 arc in that video, and that will come out Friday. So as I said, they don't explain anything about the other universes from that much at all. You just see them for 30 seconds of the world, and you just don't know nothing about them. So, and they don't fight all the universes, because it goes straight into the universe they're fighting. It's Universe 11. And as they destroy the other remaining universes that they showed or showcased, and it's just Universe 11, that's all they do. They don't fight the other universes, and as that, some of the fighters get knocked out, of course, along the way. The first person that got knocked out was Krillin. Second was Tien, then Master Roshi. Then you have, I think it was Piccolo, 18, then Gohan, and the only ones left were 17, Frieza, and Goku, and Vegeta. I forgot Vegeta got knocked out too. So yeah. So as you know, as right now, Goku mastered Ultra Instinct, and fights Jiren and stuff. And basically, as you know, the next fight is basically a Jiren final battle, as it says the last episode. Basically, it's called Final Battle Showdown, Final Ultimate, the Ultimate Final Battle Showdown, and until we meet again, Goku. So I don't know if that means it's ending. If it is, well, as to me, I'm kind of happy that it's ending, because this whole show is nothing but made up crap. So, other than that, Universe Survival Arc, as it is not a good arc really, because as I'll explain in part 2 of the video, I'll explain a lot about the arcs and stuff, and the plot points and stuff that actually accurate, and plot points that are not accurate and did not actually never happen. So as you'll see, I'll explain more about the characters that we see in these arcs. The characters and the people that were in this tournament, I'll explain a lot in part 2. So as you know, this is the review on all the arcs in general right now. So part 2, it will be the problems with Dragon Ball Super, and yeah, the next video will be problems with Dragon Ball Super, the problems with Dragon Ball Super. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for the next video. And in that video, it'll explain what's wrong with Super and the plot points of the arcs and stuff, and then that actually were and all that. So as we go for that video, in the next video we talk about each arc again. We're not going to be talking about the movies at all, because I already talked about those. We're not going to be talking about the movies. Probably throw a little clip away of the movies, but it's not going to be a lot about those 2 arcs. We're just going to be talking about the Universe 6 tournament, Future Trunks, and Universe Survival Arc. That's all. The problems with the arc in general. So see you guys next time. Share this video, and hope you guys do enjoy, and stay tuned for part 2, episode 6 part 2, the problems with Dragon Ball Super. So see you guys next time, and peace.